You keep trying to be perfect, and that's exactly why you feel weak. That's why you second-guess yourself. You think perfection is power. It's not. It's a prison. Every time you try to be what others expect, you bury who you really are. You dilute your energy, your edge, your confidence. You start performing instead of living. And performers, they burn out. They chase applause. Real men don't chase, they attract. You want confidence? Start with how you look. Stop walking around like your presence doesn't matter. Your appearance is your first weapon. If you dress like a nobody, you're telling the world to treat you like one. Groom yourself. Build a strong body. Smell like you give a damn. Carry yourself like a man who knows he could lose everything today and still wake up dangerous tomorrow. That's power. That's presence. Now kill the noise in your head. Overthinking is the silent killer of confidence. You sit there replaying old mistakes, worrying about things that haven't even happened yet. And while you're drowning in thoughts, life's moving past you. You want peace of mind? Be present. Stop giving so much energy to the past. It's gone. Stop obsessing over the future. It's not promised. Right now is the only thing you control, and you're wasting it by thinking instead of doing. Adopt the Chad mindset. Move like you've already won. Act before your fear has a chance to speak. Overthinking is hesitation, and hesitation is weakness. When you feel that resistance, lean into it. That's where your growth is hiding. You care too much about what people think. That's the root of most of your problems. You let their opinions cage you. Their judgment controls you. You ask yourself, what if they don't like me? Wrong question. Ask, what if I stop living for them and start living for me? The second you stop craving approval, you start moving like someone who doesn't need permission. That's when confidence becomes natural. It's no longer an act. It's who you are. You're too comfortable. You think staying safe will build strength. It won't. It'll rot you. Confidence isn't built in safety. It's built in chaos. It's forged in action. You need to get out there and fail. Be seen. Be rejected. Be embarrassed. Then show up again. The guys who win. They've been knocked down 100 times and never flinched. You won't grow if you keep hiding. Comfort is the slow death. Run from it. And for the love of God, stop comparing yourself. That's another trap. You scroll, you look around, and suddenly your life feels small. But you don't see their scars. You don't see their failures, their doubts. You're comparing your behind the scenes to their highlight reel. That's not competition, that's delusion. You are your only competition. Wake up and outdo who you were yesterday. No one else matters. Let's get something straight. You will never be confident if you can't trust yourself. And the only way to trust yourself is through discipline. That means doing what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like it. Motivation? That's for amateurs. Discipline? That's for killers. That's for men who move regardless of emotion. You think confidence is some magical energy that comes when the stars align? No. Confidence comes when you earn your own respect. How do you earn it? You do what you said you would. You say you'll hit the gym, then you hit it like a man possessed. You say you'll wake up early. You get up, no snooze, no excuses. Every time you keep your word to yourself, you stack power. You become reliable in your own eyes. That's when your voice deepens, your posture sharpens, your energy changes. Because you're not pretending. You know you're about it. You want to build a beast mindset? Build it one rep at a time, one cold shower at a time, one uncomfortable decision at a time. Discipline isn't sexy, it's not flashy, but it's the foundation of everything. Every alpha male you admire, they're slaves to their routines, their habits, their standards. That's the secret no one wants to admit. Freedom comes through self-control. You will never dominate the external world until you conquer your internal one. Stop being a slave to feelings. You don't feel like working. Nobody cares. Feelings are lies. Action is truth. The man who wins is the man who does what needs to be done regardless of what he feels in the moment. You can lie to your friends. You can lie to your girl. But you can't lie to the mirror. So start stacking wins every single day. Wake up early. Move your body. Eat clean. Shut off the damn phone and get focused. Make your discipline non-negotiable. That's how you build confidence that doesn't shake when life punches you in the mouth. You want to become unbreakable? Then stop living soft. Stop pampering yourself like life owes you comfort. It doesn't. You want confidence that holds up under pressure? You need to manufacture pressure. You need to create struggle on purpose. When's the last time you pushed yourself so hard you thought you'd break? That's where the real you gets revealed. That's where the fake confidence dies and the real thing gets born. Comfort has made men weak. Air conditioning, instant gratification, endless scrolling. It's all designed to make you passive. But confidence is forged in discomfort. You don't just wake up and be the man. You go to war with yourself. You do hard things daily. You choose the uphill route, you suffer on purpose. Because on the other side of that suffering is power. Do things that scare you. Talk to that intimidating girl. Make that risky move. Speak up when your voice shakes. Put yourself in situations where you could fail and then dominate. The more adversity you invite, the more confident you become. Because you prove to yourself that you can handle anything. Start loving the hard road. Most people avoid it. That's why they stay soft. That's why they stay invisible. But you take the hard road and build your name on it. You become known for showing up no matter what. And people notice. You start commanding attention without saying a word. Because you've done what others haven't. That's where confidence gets real. You don't need more motivation. You need more struggle. You need more pain by choice. You need to harden yourself through experience, through chaos, through challenge. The man who's been through fire doesn't flinch at heat. He thrives in it. So go find the fire. You ever notice how the loudest man in the room is usually the weakest? That's not confidence, that's performance. Insecurity. The real killers. They move quiet. They walk into a room and say nothing, and the whole room still shifts. That's presence. That's power. And it's built through silence, self-control, and supreme belief in yourself. You want to stand out? Stop trying so hard. Start embodying stillness. Let your energy speak. Real confidence doesn't need to convince. It doesn't explain. It just is. The man who knows himself doesn't need to shout. He doesn't beg for attention. He commands it. Silence is dominance. It shows you're comfortable in your skin, that you don't need to fill space to feel important, that you can sit in your own energy without scrambling to be liked. Silence makes people lean in. It makes people respect your words when you do speak, because they know you don't waste breath. You want to attract? Be mysterious, say less, move with precision. Watch people reveal themselves while you stay unreadable. The less you say, the more weight your words carry. The quieter you are, the more people wonder what you're thinking. That's leverage. Silence is also how you control your emotions. You don't argue with fools. You don't react to disrespect. You observe, calculate, and act when it matters. That's how you stay above drama. That's how you keep your power. You think lions roar all day? No, they watch. And when they move, they strike. Start practicing stillness. Walk into rooms with your chin up and your mouth shut. Look people in the eye and say nothing. Let them feel your presence. You'll be shocked how powerful you become when you stop over-explaining, over-talking, over-sharing. Confidence isn't loud. Confidence just is. Let's talk about the truth most people run from. You keep sitting there, single, focused on self-improvement, playing it safe. Meanwhile, life doesn't pause. You think you're preserving your peace, but your future wife is out there racking up mileage with guys who don't hesitate. While you're planning, they're performing. You're thinking 10 steps ahead, they're living right now, and winning. This world rewards motion, not intention. And confidence, it's not built in solitude. It's built by showing up, getting bruised, laughing it off, and stepping back out like it never happened. You overvalue comfort and undervalue chaos. You want it perfect, but you forgot. Pressure is what sharpens the blade. Stop worrying about who else is in the picture. That how many others mindset is insecure energy. A man of value doesn't panic, he positions. It's not about control. It's about being the only one she remembers when the fun fades. That doesn't happen by chance. That happens when you live like a standard, not an option. Now let's address the games. You think it's clever when someone plays hard to get? Cool. Let 'em. But once you hit your target, flip the script. Make yourself scarce. Don't reward difficulty with consistency. You're not a dog chasing a treat. You're the reward. And if your presence isn't appreciated, your absence needs to make a statement. You got left? Good. Now date up, date higher, date smarter. Not just to move on, but to elevate. You don't spiral, you spin the block with more precision. You raise the price. Show the world that rejection redirected you, not destroyed you. That's alpha recovery. And this modern era of texting all day, lame, passive, weak. You want her attention? Show her presence. Show her effort. Pull up. Most people hide behind emojis and empty replies. Not you. Your energy should be too loud to shrink behind a screen. Let people feel you in real life. Real men don't flirt with thumbs, they impress with action. This whole game is about control. Not control over others, control over self. Self-image, self-respect, self-awareness. You lose that, you lose everything. Confidence isn't loud. It's quiet certainty. It's knowing you can lose and still not be shaken. It's understanding that attraction is psychological warfare, not a checklist. So stop playing soft. Be the kind of man that people remember even if they hate you for it. Raise your standard, hold your frame, and never compete where you don't need to. Your power is in how little you chase and how much you attract. Move with that energy. Own your worth. Live like someone who knows the price went up.